part of. He's gotten to the Western Conference Finals. He's gotten to the NBA Finals, and now he gets to come along. Well, he gets to take the GOAT of the NBA and Austin Reeves, who's an up-and-coming riser. He's playing unbelievable. So I think Luka has the most to gain, because if he goes out there and plays like we know he can play, because he has the second highest playoff average in NBA history, only behind Michael Jordan, I think Luka has a lot to prove, because he has a great, outstanding offensive cast. Defensively, it remains to be seen.
It's Tatum, and it's not even close. And some of the points you just pointed out why. It's because people are non-believers. They still don't believe that he's the best player on the team, which makes it hard for people even to put him in the conversation of actually being the face, one of the future faces of the NBA. We're talking about a guy that has a deep, long resume. We're talking about a guy that last year averaged 30 plus in the regular season, and then sacrificed this season, averaging about 28, 9 rebounds, and about 6 assists right now. And when you look at what Tatum went through this offseason, and I know Wendy is going to sit up here and say he's not buying the disrespect, but he was disrespected all offseason long, from the time he held up the damn trophy after they won the last game of the NBA Finals. People was talking about his arm. Oh, he don't have it. He copied Kevin Garnett. Then it translated to, oh, he just don't have the swag. He don't have the personality. And then all of a sudden he go down to the Olympics and he get disrespected even more by Steve Kerr, not being in the rotation. And then all of a sudden we watch Jayson Tatum come out on a vengeance. It's a reason that he's pissed off. And I think right now is the perfect opportunity, because you get to run it back again. People are already saying that, hey, you know what? The Celtics had an easy route to the NBA championship, because when you look at the East, they was dealing with the injuries. Donovan Mitchell was out during the Cavs series. You had Tyrese Halliburton dealing with a hamstring. And now this is the perfect opportunity for Jayson Tatum to quiet all the noise. He's never been in trouble. He's on every commercial. But yet we still don't put him in a conversation with guys when it comes down to who LeBron and Steph is going to pass the torch to for as being the future face of the league. And this is a perfect opportunity for Jayson Tatum to go out there and capitalize. And I feel like he has the most to gain.
What he went through was winning an NBA championship, making All-NBA for the fourth consecutive time, cementing the fact that he's going to be in the NBA Hall of Fame. Then he went through signing the largest contract in the history of Americans, the NBA. Then he went through winning a gold medal in the most competitive tournaments ever. He happened to have a very good finals. He led the Celtics in scoring, assists, and rebounds. The thing about Tatum is he always rebounds. He rebounds. The bigger the game, the better he rebounds. He did not shoot the ball well.
He should.
Well, okay, but there's a lot of 6'10" guys who don't get rebounds when it matters. He had a good finals. He did not have a great finals, and that is why Jaylen Brown got it. He had a very poor shooting summer. This is how many three-pointers he made for Team USA. He made 0. He made 0 in the run-up games. He made 0 in the pool play games. He made 0 in the knockout stage. He couldn't hit a shot.
Damn,
couldn't hit a shot in the finals.
Fight back.
He shot 26%
No, he just
on threes.
He just
and when they played Serbia, by the way, that's the other thing. People make it sound like they benched him for the whole Olympics. They benched him in the 2 games against Serbia because Serbia is huge. And Bam Adebayo was playing awesome, shooting the 3 awesome, and that was a better matchup. And he could only play 10 guys. It's a 40-minute game. It's not a 48-minute game. I don't know why people cannot compute it. But that's not the answer to the question. I want to answer this question. And I think the answer to this question is Ja Morant. Because Ja Morant really needs to have a big playoffs. The Grizzlies have completely lost the plot on this season. They were right about the trade deadline, they'd won 10 out of 11 games. They were the team in the 2 seed. They were the team that looked like they finally were putting it together. They got healthy. Ja Morant has won 1 playoff series in his career. 1. This Grizzlies team has multiple times had home court through the first 2 rounds and not been able to get it done. They've had some bad luck with injury. Ja's had a couple of great playoff games. He's got, I think, 3 40-point playoff games in his career. Well, now the Grizzlies have gone 11-16 in the last 27 games. Their coach has been fired. They're in terrible position on the tiebreaker. They need Ja Morant to be great. By the way, the last 10 games, he's averaging over 30 points, shooting the ball well. He's ramping up. They're going to need him, probably in the play-in, the way things are looking right now.
Wendy, that was a phenomenal point about Ja Morant, but I got to be honest with you, I could not listen to any of it because I was still stuck on, and listen, you know, I love you all like brothers. when Perk, exactly, Shannon, you know what it is. Perk, the man owns your behind. Now, what do you want to say for yourself about everything he went through?
What you mean? This is the prime example. Again, disrespect to Jayson Tatum, because when we talk about future faces of the league, Wendy, do you bring up Jayson Tatum's name?
He's going to be on my ballot for MVP for like the fourth straight year, and he's going to be on first team All NBA for the fifth straight year. Is that disrespect? Is disrespect being first team All NBA for 5 straight years?
That wasn't a question. That wasn't a question I asked you.
No, he shouldn't be.
We bring up future faces.
Could Kobe Bryant be the face? Let me ask you this, Perk. I'm gonna tell you over you. Could Kobe Bryant be the best? Could he be the face of the NBA when he's the second best player on the Lakers? Shaq had to leave, and for that to happen, come on, Perk. He wasn't the best player in the Eastern Conference Finals or the Western Conference Finals, and it's okay.
Hold on. Time out. So are we saying that Jayson Tatum is not the best player on the Boston Celtics? That's what you're saying right now, Chad?
He wasn't in the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference Finals. That's what we're saying. And people have questions.
This is what let me tell you what was the separation in the NBA Finals. Because again, this was the separation on why I figured, this is why I believe Jaylen Brown won the Finals MVP over Jayson Tatum. Wendy, didn't you just say that he led the team in points, rebounds, and assists in the NBA Finals? Didn't you just say that? Okay, so he didn't win the NBA Finals. Hold on. He didn't win the MVP because Jaylen Brown changed the game because of how he guarded Luka Doncic, right? Which is one of the reasons why Dallas shipped Luka up out of there, because Jaylen Brown broke up that happy home. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right? Yeah, so I always got to come on here and educate Stephen A. and Shannon about the other side of the game, right? Other side of the court. It's a defensive side of things. Jaylen Brown changed that because he took ownership and said, now Drew, now Derek White, I'm going to guard Luka. And what happened was, in the voters' eyes, they said he was a better two-way player. Before us being the best player, man, stop it. We asked Jayson Tatum to do so much. We asked him to sacrifice. He's sacrificing right now. Guess what? Donovan Mitchell is sacrificing for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and his numbers are nowhere close to what Jayson Tatum is doing. Jayson Tatum is still putting up big numbers right now on a loaded roster. So again, he's clean cut. We see him with Deuce all the time. He's never in the media for bad stuff. He's live and eat, sleeps, and breathe basketball. His mom is always there sitting courtside. Again, why do we not have this man in the conversation when it comes down to future faces of the future face of the NBA?
Perk, I do, and I think he is. I mean, he's got, just to your point, he's got so many commercials.